Hello friends and welcome back for the next lecture of business letter. So here we are going to discuss about something for the tips which are required for writing a business letter. So what sort of tips are required while writing business letter? That's those we are discussing in today's lecture. Friends, before this we have discussed something about how to achieve you attitude while writing business letter. So I have discussed about 4 different guidelines which are given by the expert if you want to achieve you attitude while writing business letter. Those we have discussed in a very precise manner. I hope you guys have understood so far. And now in today's lecture we are going to discuss something about tips for writing business letter. So if we follow certain tips to write business letters, automatically those can be impressive, those can be impactful on in the mind of readers. Those we are discussing here. Friends, as we know that for the purpose of writing business letter we go for different things. We go for we go for n number of things, and those if we take care of all those things, automatically it is useful for writing business letter. So those tips are, first of all I'm going to talk about the first tip. There are 3 steps. There are 3 tips which are very useful for writing business letter. The first one is, think of them as mainly persuasive documents. So when it comes to the documents that we send through our business letters to the reader, so those should be persuasive documents. Those should be in a precise manner. So whatever documents you want to send to them, those should be in a very clear and complete and concise manner. That should be the first tip, and that is very important as far as making the impression of your letter in the mind of a reader is concerned. The second one is, write a reader oriented document, not a writer oriented document. As I told you, whenever you want to write business letter, we have to follow you attitude. It means what? You people have to keep yourself in the place of reader, and accordingly letter is written. So this is what they have said like this: when you want to write a letter, instead of getting writer oriented, you people have to get into the reader oriented. So as a reader, whatever you expect from the writer, or whatever you expect from the drafter as concerned, or drafter is concerned, that is expected. The third tip, which is very important for writing business letter, is be respectful. And this is what I told you, while going for business letters we need to be very humble, very polite, very courteous, and when we follow all those 3 words, definitely we will be more respectful to the reader. So respect should be given to the reader also, and that is expected. And if you follow these 3 main steps for writing a business letter, automatically you can achieve a target of attracting your customer, and that is the most and important aspect in business letter is concerned. So these are the 3 important steps for writing a business letter. Apart from this, we are going to talk about certain things here, and those things are very clear. Before sending a letter, we need to go for certain things. We need to understand whether the letter is clear or not, whether the letter is correct or not. And this is what one activity is done, and that activity is called as proofreading activity. So whatever you are doing here, as far as letter is concerned, we need to go for proofreading. Proofreading means what? Checking your letter, whether your letter is correct. Whatever draft you are made, that draft is correct or not. If your draft is correct, then it's okay to send that letter to your reader. But before that, we need to verify everything. We need to understand everything, whether it is correct or not. And that particular thing of finding the mistakes or making your letter up to the mark is called what? Proofreading. So we are going to proofread that, whether it is correct or not. Proofread everything that has your name on it. So see, whatever you have written, that you people have to proofread. Then take time to proofread your letter for. So for what we can do in proofread, that they have given. Proofreading means what? We always talk like that. I have to go for the proofread. Means what? We are going to focus on certain things. What are that? Errors of facts. Sometimes we provide some details with fact. Sometimes we provide some data without finding the facts. So this is what we need to find out the facts first, and if you find some errors, definitely those are not good for the letters as far as letter is concerned. Then miscalculations. While showing the calculations, sometimes we make miscalculations, we go for wrong calculations, and those are not good. That is not a good sign as far as letter is concerned. So that can be taken place, that can be considered while going for miscalculations. So miscalculation should be taken care. The next one is what? Accuracy of prices, dates and serial numbers. So when you go for letter, and if you are going to mention something about prices, if you are going to mention something about dates, if you are going to mention something about serial numbers and all, those should be correct or not, that you people have to find. And if those are correct, then it's okay, but if those are not correct, it will create a bad impact in the mind of reader. This is what we need to take care of, all those things when you want to go for these kind of things here, and that is expected, by the way. So these are the things which we guys have discussed so far, and whenever there is a point of, or there is a concern of proofreading, these are the things which are expected to be re-verify and redraft also. So this is the thing which is expected. So apart from this, what we are going to see, that I am going to tell you, proofreading your letter. Here also we are going to talk about something which is there for the proofreading. Full block format. There are different formats of letter, and those we write according to the requirement. So sometimes full block, sometimes semi block formats are used. So when it should be used, when it should not be used, that is up to the organization, that is up to the person who is writing a letter. Accordingly it can be written. So this is for the formats also. Then we are going to talk about the certain things, and those are the things which we always consider in business letter, and those things can be called as what? Features of an effective business letter. If you want to make your business letter, if you want to feel that, if you feel that whatever letter is written by me should be attractive, should be impressive, should create good impact in the mind of reader, then we need to have some features in our business letter. If you want to make your effective business letter or letter effective, there are certain features that we need to follow, and those are here with us. The first one is brevity. You should write your letter in a very, very brave manner, so that others will also understand, others will get impressed from that. That is expected. Clarity. As I told you, when you want to write a letter, those letters should be very clear in the mind of reader. So try to maintain a clarity about the things that you are mentioning in the letter. If the things which are mentioned in the letter are not clear, will create confusion in the mind of reader. So your letter should be confusion free. It should be very, very clear. Do not use what we call them confusing words. Do not use vague words in the letter, so that people will get confused. So try to make your letter very clear and try to maintain the clarity also. Moving on to the next one, that is the third feature or the third characteristics of an effective business letter is accuracy. Whenever you are there to maintain something, whenever you are there to send something through your letter, suppose you are sending some statistical data, suppose you are sending some information, suppose you are sending some guidelines and all, so those should be very, very accurate. So accuracy should be maintained by the reader while drafting a letter. If you maintain accuracy, automatically it will create a very good impact in the mind of reader. Then politeness, as I told you, politeness or the courtesy, the politeness, humbleness and consideration should be there. So you should be very polite. You guys have to use formal and polite language and courteous language in the letter, in the official letter, and this one is a feature of a business letter. What is that? Politeness. You should be very polite. Letter should be written in a very polite manner and a humble manner, and that is expected, by the way. Next one, that is consideration of the addressing. So see, the person who is going to receive the letter is called as addressee in our terms, by the way. So here, in case of this addressee, certain things are considered. So we have to consider the addressee as you, and you have to write a letter. So this is what this particular point is there. And if you take care of the addressee, automatically you're taking care of your letter also. So letter is always written by considering the addressee, not the addresser. Remember one thing, we always write letter to the reader. We always write our letter which is reader oriented, not a writer oriented. In previous point we have already discussed. And now the last one, that is use of jargons. Do not use more jargons in the letter. If you are using more jargons in the letter, that will create confusion in the mind of reader. So instead of using jargons, try to make simple sentences, try to make some polite and simple sentences, so that they can understand in a very easy manner, and that is expected, by the way. So these are the features of an effective business letter. If you want to make your letter effective, and if you follow these features, automatically your letter will be more effective. And these are the features, these are the qualities which will make your letter effective. So these are the things which we have seen today. And now we are going to talk about the next point in next video. Till then, just enjoy, keep yourself online, watch the videos, and if you have any doubt, problem or difficulties as such, please don't forget to ask me your difficulties and doubt by using this online mode. Till then, thank you very much, take care, and see you in the next video.